Okay, Coach. Well, from a place that's officially been recognized as the loudest venue in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium right here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Let's go now. 6 yards. That's what I do.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Bridgewater completes it to Hardman. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater forced out to his left. And it's complete to Kelsey. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Carson. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. And they're going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 42 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. 5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. This is Carson. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's Bridgewater. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Bridgewater. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. That's a good running back dive play.
Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They run it with Carson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Throwing. Bridgewater. That's caught left side by Hardman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Right over there, right? Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I got him. Boom, boom.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, yeah.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Myers able to knock it through, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after one. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Jackson. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So call off the pick 6.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, Cook. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now this throw caught left side. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. To throw is Jackson, and he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Darren Lee came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Bridgewater. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. Now Carson fumbles the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around. And we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Give to Cook out of the gun. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Here's Jackson, flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Skirts by at the 15, and he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll run on first down. Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Keep playing. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Chiefs' 10-yard line. Let's get it.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Easy work, and it's coming again.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Let's go. 15 on it. 50. Check out.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
14, Chiefs 6.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday press it a little bit. This might be the case.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Bridgewater now. They complete it to Hill. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. This is caught. Watkins. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. To the air again with Bridgewater. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An ideal beginning of the drive there, as they'll get 20 and a first down. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Let's make go. Mike's 50. Yeah, let's get set lunch.
Jackson from the shotgun. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go. You tighten up.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
To throw again is Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Andrews. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the 1st half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they grabbed the lead just before half with a clock reading 0-0-0.
How about snatching things right at the end and grabbing a little bit of control? What a great way to go into the locker room. It's similar to a boxer flurrying in the last 30 seconds of a round and stealing the round. Great job.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. This fielded at the 2.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Put it in the dirt. What LOL?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Oh, that TD was dope, but wasn't it, Josh?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Cook.
Guys, come on.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They're trying to show they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Couldn't even focus. Oh!
Throwing is Jackson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Darren Lee picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
What's up, bro? What? Not much.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense.
I don't know what I was thinking, bro.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
Fuck, that's in the zone.
And this
roughing the kicker.
It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
On the ground, it's Cook.
Oh, I thought that was you
on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They run it again with Cook. Shifts by him. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Let's go now.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the left hash, this from 46.
Oh, please get inside there.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Why the hell you ain't got Tyreek Hill and X Factor yet?
Try and create a big play
What the hell you
to
been
give
doing?
themselves some momentum.
We'll see what they have up their sleeve. First down, Bridgewater. Completes it to Hardman.
Because that 13 tight end I wanted from you.
Catch at 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve.
That third string running, your tight end you got, you need to trade Travis Kelce.
Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Having that tight end
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first
Travis
down.
Kelce's old as dirt. You can get so much value for him, and that dude's a rookie. Did you see that rookie's speed?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
You see that rookie's speed?
Picked off near the 42. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough,
yeah, your backup tight end that I wanted,
well,
his speed is almost as fast as Tyreek Hill.
Set at the line for this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally.
Well, not Hardman, you're tight end. Third string tight end.
All right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson escaping the pressure.
No way,
right.
defensive lineman is
And seeing
keeping
nowhere
Jackson.
to throw, he chucks this one away from harm.
Fucking way.
Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he finds Cook. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Bridgewater. It's
out of reach because you're fucking 380 pounds. Is that why? Fucking dumb nigger.
They'll mark him down at the 39. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Bridgewater on first down. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. 3 quarters have come and gone. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Bridgewater again. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down somewhat.
Come on.
Late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Should have been a pick anyway.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. To throw, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
After the sack on first down, Bridgewater. They'll toss it.
What?
And this is going to be caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Myers connects on the PAT, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
What, on that pick I threw?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake.
Jeez, come on. Fucking Boykins, throw a block, man. That's your man.
A little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Jackson on first down. Got him in. It's Brown.
What it does is I move one, the other guy has to move, because if not, he'll be illegal.
17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
That automatically.
Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play, because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
They'll run with Cook, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Boy, a tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Cook following the penalty, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 2 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded at the 2. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the left.
And the Raven pressure too much.
Oh, one-hander got you.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing is Bridgewater. The guy's man complete. They're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Jarrett Davis. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. And 58 is a mic.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
And it's complete to Kelsey. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And again, it's Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he's going to go down way back at the 42-yard line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover.
My one-hand man over there, bro. I realized that your left tackle's slow, so I just started using him the last 4 or 5 plays. All right, now no disrespect, but I gotta get a touchdown with Dalvin Cook. I have to get a touchdown with Dalvin Cook. I have to.
On 1st down, it's Cook.
Out of bounds. Only because if I get
4 yards there, it'll be 2nd and 6. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds. And then the last says, oh, no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing.
No,
but at that point, maybe.
No, don't do. No. I can't. He's a running back. No, he needs receiving yards.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
First down, Ravens.
I'm just audible to a wrong play.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Now hold on a second.
What the hell?
Why would
What
they decline
happened?
that? Charles.
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing.
You know, that penalty, it didn't stop the clock.
Get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second
It's
to
because
go in this game.
It's because I declined it, I think. That's, yeah.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. On the carry, it's Cook.
Oh.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
They had to get 4 touchdowns.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and never an easy thing to come into Arrowhead and get the victory. One of the toughest places to play in the league, but they did it.
Some of the best fan support in the league. They take pride in it. They love their team. They rally around them, good and bad. But when it's good, oh, it is so difficult to come into this place and get a win. From the time they sing the national anthem and finish it with